Hi, welcome to this really hot day. I'm hanging out here with my window open, so I hope it's not too loud. My cat Clementine's over here bird watching all the birds. And if you hear some music going in the background, that's just Steve. He's recording and arranging a new CD in his studio, which is just over there, which is why I have the door closed, so it's not too loud. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop right on in and talk about diffusers, which is what I chose as the theme for May's Julia, Petulia, Sculia. And so I have 3 doTERRA diffusers in my house. And so I'll go over them, I'll show you how they work, what the differences are, and then I have a tray of essential oils, which are my current favorites to put in my diffuser these days. And so I'll just get started. So I have 3 diffusers, so I'll just maybe introduce them to begin with. Hold on, the cat would like outside, I think. Give me a second. Come on out. Oh. All right, so this one here is the Petal Diffuser. So this is actually the very first diffuser I ever owned, and it comes with quite a few of doTERRA's enrollment kits, so it's definitely one that most people begin with. And then soon after, I decided I wanted one for the bedroom, so I got this one, this teeny tiny little one, which is called the AromaLite Diffuser. And for a while I just had these 2. I had the AromaLite in my bedroom, and I had this little Petal going in the living room. But then they came out with the LUMO Diffuser last fall, so I picked one of these up. So this one's now in my living room, and I've moved the little Petal Diffuser up here in my office. So when I'm up here doing stuff, I have it plugging away. Had a little look at the diffusers, and I realized that I did not understand up until tonight how they actually ran. So they are ultrasonic diffusers. So that means they all have a water container. So I have left no water in the Petal, so I can show you what's happening inside. So you can see the little red thing. This is sort of the fill to this level indicator right here, and then you can see the little disc in the very bottom. Now before tonight I actually thought that that disc shot up air, but that's not actually how it works. So good thing I'm doing this. So an ultrasonic diffuser uses water and electronic frequencies. So it just, this little disc just vibrates a little tiny bit. That's where the ultrasonic comes from. And when it does that, then it shoots a little mist into the air, which has the water and the essential oils in it. So I'll just maybe get started and start talking about the Petal Diffuser. So I have some water here. Just fill it up to the red dot there. And I usually put like 4 to 6 drops in this diffuser. So lately I've been really loving in this room grapefruit and cypress. So I'll put 2 or 3 drops of each in. So I got 3 grapefruit. So we'll see how many cypress come out. I got 2 cypress. So even already, it smells really, really great. Then you just put the lid on. And the thing I actually love the most about the Petal Diffuser, just like besides how just cute it is actually that the plug part is in the back. So the other diffusers, the plug's actually on the bottom, so it's just a little bit harder to actually find out where the hole is. So I really like this about the Petal Diffuser. And the Petal Diffuser has the smallest capacity out of these three. So I have it written down. It's 330 square feet that the Petal Diffuser covers. So to start it, you just hit this button here, and then it starts going. So you can see my mist going. So right now, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little green light there. That indicates the time setting that it actually runs for. So right now, it's on 2, so 2 hours. And if I hit exactly the same button again, it'll switch over to 4 hours. And then if I hit it again, it goes to 1 hour. So after that time elapses, then it'll just turn itself off. If I want to turn it off, I just hit it again and it turns itself off. So it has a really cute light, but like let's say you're diffusing it in your bedroom. You don't have to have the light on. There's a separate light button, this one over here. So you just hit it and it continues diffusing but without the light on. So that's the cute little Petal Diffuser. Oh, there, now it's off. Then the AromaLite I got for my bedroom because it has an 8-hour setting in it. So the 4-hour was great in the beginning, but sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night and I'd have to refill my diffuser and get up and futz about with everything. So I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to get a second diffuser that'll go like all night long. So this one comes apart kind of like this. You can see I have water in here already. So you just snap this part on and then your cover goes on. It's hard to do while raising it up so you can see. And so let's see. The button that says set right here is how you adjust the time. So if I hit it once, it'll come on for 4 hours and then turn itself off. And this is a continuous mist for 4 hours. So the Petal has a continuous mist, and so does the 4-hour setting on the AromaLite diffuser. But if I hit it again, it'll be on for 8 hours. So I'll just let it go for a while because you will notice after a while that the mist will actually stop. So it actually runs for about, I don't know, a couple minutes, and then it turns itself off for a couple minutes. Yeah, it's starting to kind of stop. Now it stopped. You can also adjust the light by hitting the light button over here. So this is the brightest light. Oh, there we go again. And then there's kind of a mid light, and then what I usually have when I'm sleeping is I just turn it off. What I love about the AromaLite for nighttime is that the sound is like a very quiet kind of whirring sound. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's not a loud motor sound, and it's actually steady. It doesn't really matter if it's diffusing or not. You don't hear like a stopping and a starting, which is great if you're trying to sleep and diffuse at the same time. There we go again. What else do I have to say about this? Oh, it's also great for traveling. It's so small. So I often bring it with me, and I can fit it in the front of the front pocket of a backpack really easily, or tuck it in a suitcase. It doesn't take very much space. It's nice and compact, and it's great to have with me when I'm not at home. So just to turn it off, you just hit that same time adjustment button again, just like the Petal Diffuser, and it turns itself off. And then the third one is the LUMO diffuser. So bear with me while I plug it in. I only had 2 available plugs. Okay. So the LUMO is great for the living room because it's kind of pretty. It has this nice wood base and a really nice minimalist design, which I like, but it also has really pretty light settings also. So it's great to kind of set a mood with color and light also. And this one has a few different time settings as well. It has 2 hours, 5 hours, and 10 hours. I typically don't use this at night because it's 5 minutes on and 5 minutes off. During the 5 minutes that the LUMO diffuser is off, the motor shuts off. So it is a noticeable difference in sound. Also, I try not to sleep 10 hours. It's a little bit too long for me these days at night. So I'll just show you how it works. There's 2 buttons. One says mist and one says light. So that is, I just hit the mist button, so that adjusts the time. So that's 2 hours. And that's 5 hours. Usually I have it on for 5 if I'm doing stuff kind of in the living room or the kitchen. And if I hit it in, again, it'll go for that 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off, 10-hour setting too. Now, then there's a light button. Because you don't just get clear light. If you hit the light button, I think there's 7 different light settings. So this one actually changes, I think, between all the light settings. So wait a little bit so you can see another change happen. Or maybe this is just light blue. Nope, here we go. Now it's green. It just keeps changing and changing, kind of rotating through all the different colors. But here we got a nice light blue. We got ourselves green. It's a little bit hard to see. Maybe I'll turn the light off. Give me a second. There. That should help us to see the light a little bit better. It is hard to see. It is red, believe me. It's a red. You can probably see it on my face actually better than on the diffuser. Then we got a purple, blue, and then sort of like a light aqua color. And then the light's off. So the AromaLite, the LUMO diffuser, this one actually has the largest area that it covers. It covers 540 square feet. So this is great for our downstairs, which is all open. So we have kind of a dining room, which is a music practice room, living room and kitchen. It's all kind of all together. So this kind of diffuses all over the place. The AromaLite diffuser here. The AromaLite is 500 square feet. I typically put a little bit less in this one because it's diffusing directly next to my head. So I'll put 4 or 5 drops in here. Now, if you have a diffuser that's not doTERRA and you're not sure how much to put in, a really great guideline is to figure out what the water capacity actually is. I'm going to find like a really cool color. Okay, let's put a really cool color on. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I like that blue. Figure out the water capacity, like pour water in and measure it, and then for about every 100 milliliters of water in your ultrasonic diffuser, you can put 3 to 5 drops, and that's probably about right. And then you can adjust from there according to how it is in that particular room. Another thing I'm asked quite often about diffusers is those warming diffusers, where you actually heat up oils, and a lot of people are wondering, is that okay? It is okay, especially if you're just going more for an air freshening scented, like a setting the mood kind of thing, but you will adjust the chemical composition just a little bit by heating the essential oil, so you may not be getting the full therapeutic benefits. So if you're looking to use essential oils for mood or helping you to relax, less stress, or really anything helping you to breathe or helping your immune system, I'd go with a cold diffuser, and that way you're going to get the full power of the essential oils when you're diffusing. All right, so let's move on to my favorite current essential oil blends. So the first one is On Guard. So this is when I feel like I'm fighting something. I may sound like I'm fighting a cold. I'm not actually. I was working at a festival with school children today, and it was really, really loud. So I was basically screaming at the kids for 3 hours. So my voice is just worn out. But let's say I was fighting a cold. I would put On Guard in a diffuser and just let it go while I'm at home doing stuff. And usually by the end of the 4 or 5 hours when my diffuser stops, I'm feeling a lot better. If I just have like a scratchy throat or a little bit of a sniffle, it really, really helps. So On Guard Protective Blend is really, really great for helping your immune system. It's great in cleansers. It gets rid of pathogens and the like. But I found it is up-leveled if you add a little bit of Arbor Vitae essential oil. So I usually do 1 or 2 drops of Arbor Vitae because it's a stronger scent, and like about 4 drops of On Guard. And Arbor Vitae is also quite cleansing. So it smells a little bit like a sauna mixed with orange and Christmas spices too, which is really nice. I like it. So this is my favorite if I feel like I'm fighting something. These two together are the bomb. Still, my no matter how many essential oils I have in my collection, 2 or 3 drops peppermint with 2 or 3 drops of wild orange is my favorite invigorating essential oil blend. It's really, really fantastic for the morning, or if I need a little bit of a pick-me-up in the afternoon. Really, really great. I love it. Now, another one which I love, which is quite peppy, is Elevation Joyful Blend, which is very invigorating, as you can probably tell. The scent is floral and citrusy, and for myself, it's a little bit too floral. So I find that I like Elevation a little bit better when I put it with a tree essential oil. So I've been really loving Elevation with white fir. It's really, really great. They actually don't make white fir anymore, but you can get Siberian fir, which has replaced the white fir, or Douglas fir as well. You can get all of these together. So I do like 2 drops white fir, 2 or 3, and then 2 or 3 drops of Elevation, and it pairs really well. It's very calming, but also very invigorating and peppy at the same time. Then I have sort of a nice spicy zippy blend that I've been loving lately. I really recently got Tangerine essential oil, which is just a little bit different than wild orange. I mean, it smells like a tangerine. And so with Tangerine, probably do about 2 drops of Tangerine with some spices. So cinnamon bark, that's kind of a stronger smell, so I'll do 1 drop of this. You can also do cassia or cassia if you have that. That's in the cinnamon family, and it smells basically like cinnamon. And the other 2 spicy essential oils that I'll add in are cardamom and ginger. 2 drops of these is really great, very just energizing, and it makes me feel really good. And I also love things that smell like food. That's just me. And as I hinted at, I've been really loving in my Petal Diffuser when I'm doing stuff upstairs, I've been loving half grapefruit and half cypress. Super amazing. And before I got grapefruit, I barely used cypress ever. And as soon as I opened the bottle of grapefruit and I smelled it, I went, oh, this would be amazing with cypress. And it has. So it is also very invigorating and focusing, but also calming at the same time. So it's been a really good one to have in the office. And another favorite of mine for focus is just the straight in-tune focus blend. Now I'll show you how you normally get in-tune. It doesn't come in a bottle like this. It comes in a roller bottle. I don't know if you can see. It says in-tune on there. Maybe you can make that out. This bottle is not diluted though. It's straight essential oil. So what I typically do is I'll put it in, I have an in-tune here. I'll put it in a bottle with some fractionated coconut oil to dilute it down because this is a little bit too strong for me. But when I got my last bottle, I realized, hey, if this isn't diluted, I can actually diffuse the essential oil. So I just took an old frankincense bottle and I'm reusing it. I put a whole bunch of in-tune in there. I love it in the diffuser when I'm trying to focus and work on things and get it done. Really, really great. Now we'll kind of move a little bit more on the relaxing side of the spectrum. So I have a couple of things that I love putting in the diffuser for kind of relaxation. So the next two things that I like putting in the diffuser are more for like winding down in the evening, but not necessarily putting myself to sleep. So I love balanced grounding blend, so maybe about 4 drops of these, and then a couple of drops of lime, and the lime really adds kind of a nice zippy kind of citrusy aroma, and it kind of peps up balance as well, so you're not sleepy quite yet, but you're relaxed. I'm relaxed. So I really like these two together. I think they go together really well. And the next kind of winding down in the evening essential oil blend that I love putting in a diffuser is actually Holiday Joy. And I don't just diffuse this during the wintertime months. I also quite enjoy it during the summertime. Like I might put it on about now, so dusk, and then like have it diffusing. It's so cozy, lots of woodsy kind of comforting essential oils, and I often diffuse this in the evening during the winter, but I just have a longer time to do that before I go to bed. And then I have 2 favorite blends to actually put in my diffuser when I'm sleeping at night. And one of those is just straight Serenity Restful Blend. So it's so relaxing. So I'll do 4 or 5 drops in my little AromaLite diffuser. And yeah, knocks me right out. It's great. And then the other blend, which I've just kind of very recently discovered that I love, is 3 essential oils together. So I got juniper berry, cedarwood, and frankincense. So all essential oils that come from trees. They're all very, very relaxing and grounding. So I might do 2 of each. I also find that cedarwood and frankincense together is so relaxing. I might do 3 and 3. And it's really great for night. So this is my new favorite thing to diffuse at night to help me to sleep. So I think with that, I'm going to sign off and maybe smelling some of these essential oils in the living room for a while before I hop into bed. So yeah, you guys have a good evening and enjoy the nice weather tonight.